And now it is go time. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves. And here we go. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. He just misses with that jab. He takes that jab. That counter shot lands. These punches coming from every angle. Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. Exchange here from both men. That left counter punch will score. And wait a minute, a left hand lands. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way.
Totally impressed. You know what? You got skill. You got... Oh, my goodness. I admire these guys.
You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
You find the Swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
Then step back for just a moment. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. At this point, you gotta believe he can't win on the scorecards, gonna need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
For round two. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here. Big Larry Holmes got rocked. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged. And missed with that jab. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over.
Guys that carry so much power, of course they're going to look for that knockout because it makes a night a little bit shorter. You don't get paid any extra for overtime.
Good counter punching from both these fighters. Just misses with that big right hand. He misses with that jab. Good counter left hand there. He threw the hook, didn't land. Nice counter shot. Good counter right hand again. Not a lot of punch output. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Got the momentum. They got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round? There's the bell to start round three. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walked right through?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Caution is being thrown to the wind.
This is all about ego. Safety is out of the window. Tactics are out of the window. They don't need gloves. They need beer glasses. The way they're fighting, this is ridiculous.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Lands with the right counter. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different? Raise the bell for round 4. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
Punch. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. This may do it. It's all coming to an end. And the heavyweight legend goes to the canvas. 'How big of a factor that knockdown is going to be we just saw.
You're being put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it back the next round.
Here's the bell to start round 5. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
That left counter was perfectly timed. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. And he fails to score with that left hook. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. These power punches are bruising up his body.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
There's a right hand. Both men step back for just a moment. Right punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Counter right hand in. Let's start the sixth. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Fighters certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Fantastic punch. There's a counter shot. Punch, counter punch. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Magic. At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down. You'd like to see more jabs. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Nice job landing that left counter punch. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown. Here comes round 7. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now they're saying, when you get out there, jump on him. Do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go because you know they're on shaky leg. They're a gnat's ear away from getting stopped.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
No power in those punches. Hook just can't find the target. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
left there that misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Nice counter shot with the right hand. A round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. Let's see if they have a plan B after last round. Solid punch. Missing with the left hook. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. So they'll make it up, and this fight continues. Caught him with that power punch.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Both men step back for just a moment. When are we going to see a jab from these two? What a massive upset this would be. Both men were knocked down, and they both got up in that round.
And they were heavy knockdowns too.
There's how much fatigue we see here. Both fighters went to the canvas last round. What are we going to see here? Counter punch. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fighters like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Oh, and he caught him with a stiff jab.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
And this is with that jab. He gets out of the way of that left hand. Score that left hand. Good idea. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. And there There's the bell for round 10. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
The corner needs to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. Both men step back for just a moment. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. I'd like to see more jabs. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Down, but at least not knocked out yet.
Love the response though. Got back up, took a deep breath, got right. Push it up, get on with the job.
And there's the bell for round 11. Good counter punching. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Good left counter that lands. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That's a scoring left hand. Nothing but air on that hook. Beautiful counter punch. You hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to fight it somehow.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Nice punch. Not a lot of defense here at all. And he misses with the left uppercut. Oh, and they got rocked. What a moment this is. Ladies and gentlemen, a knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.